Former US President Donald Trump was rushed off stage after a series of gunshots were fired at his campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The suspected shooter was confirmed dead, while a spectator was killed and two others critically injured. President Biden reacted to the incident and said that there was no place for such violence in the United States, while President Kamala Harris said she is glad that Trump was not seriously injured. Trump has sustained an injury. He did say he was hit by the bullet that pierced the upper part of his ear. He also thanked the Secret Service for their immediate action. Sources, in fact, saying that the incident is being investigated as an assassination attempt. We're also learning that Trump has been released from the hospital and is heading towards Milwaukee for his campaign that is set to take place. Their security also heightened at that place in Milwaukee. I'm also being joined at this point by Steve Herman, Chief National Correspondent for Voice of America, who's joining us from Virginia. He's also their former White House Bureau Chief. Thank you for joining us, Steve. We're learning at this point that Trump is going to head to Milwaukee for his next campaign, and the security there has been heightened after this incident as well.
Yes, we now know that Donald Trump has been released from the hospital and has left the immediate area where this occurred. There are some indications that he's headed back right now to his golf course in Bedminster, which is in the state of New Jersey. And he will definitely be in Milwaukee on Thursday night, because that is when he is to accept his party's nomination as their presidential candidate.
Right. Steve, if you could also take us through the current situation of the family of Trump. Now, Ivanka Trump is the one who reacted, saying again that she thanks the Secret Service. Do we know more details about where they are and their statements that have come in as well?
No, I don't have any information on where other members of the family are, but the sentiments being expressed by the Trump family on social media is very similar to what we're hearing from a lot of people across the country, including prominent politicians both in the Democratic and Republican parties, that they're very relieved that Donald Trump was not seriously wounded, and condemning this act of political violence.
Right. Steve, if you could also take us through the security arrangements. You did mention earlier that there was security that was heightened around Trump Tower as well.
Yes, that's being done as a precaution according to the New York Police Department. We also know that security in Washington, D.C. Has been increased. And I can tell you, as someone who's heading to Milwaukee tomorrow, there are a number of layers of security that had already been put in place there. And we can expect things to be even tighter in the days ahead, even before Donald Trump does appear at the Republican National Convention. This is obviously something that has shocked not only most people in the United States, but law enforcement officials as well. It's been a long time since we've had this sort of a close call involving a president of the United States or a former president.